Right now, an alert day as snow falls across Dane County right now. We have the latest emergencies and closings, plus live coverage on the roads.
Also, Democrats unveiling an economic bill of rights for Wisconsin workers. We take a deeper look into what those rights could include.
And later, a children's museum in Rock County finds a new permanent location when it's expected to open. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday, where snow is once again making a messy commute as we speak.
Another Thursday, right? The storm covers most of southern Wisconsin. Could drop significant snow overnight into early Friday. Right now, multiple communities declaring snow emergencies, and these are just a few of them. Also, about 20 school districts closed early for the day before the snow would arrive. Alert days, as we mentioned in the forecast, through tomorrow. Let's get your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Yeah, the snow has been steadily spreading across southern Wisconsin and is starting to pick up a bit in intensity. Let's take a look, first of all, at the warnings and advisories. Winter storm warnings west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. East of there, a winter weather advisory for Madison and Dane County. These run through 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. North and east of Dane County, Marquette, Green Lake, Dodge, Columbia, and Jefferson counties, those advisories run through 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now, as we look at the snowfall potential, heaviest snow will probably fall from Madison and Dane County southward and eastward, but most of the area will be somewhere in the 4 to 7 inch range. Slightly higher south of Madison, slightly less north of Madison, but a good 4 or 5 inches even in those areas north of Dane County. Milwaukee and Racine and Kenosha counties could see heavier snow because of enhancement off of Lake Michigan. But the visibilities tell the story. The lower the visibility, the heavier the snow's coming down. Notice Platteville right now. Dubuque, Iowa, also reporting quarter-mile visibility and heavy snow. Madison, half-mile visibility and moderate snow. And temperatures are right around freezing or a little bit below. Madison's at 31, Lone Rock 31, 32 in Boscobel. And those bands of snow continue to lift into southern Wisconsin. 6-hour future track radar really shows no change. So expect it to look like this, or if anything, the snow picking up in intensity for a time this evening. Otherwise, those temperatures holding steady in the lower 30s. Again, the snow heavy at times for this evening should lighten up a little bit after midnight, but later on I'll tell you about another weather system that brings the potential for more accumulating snow later on in the weekend.
Gary, thank you. So this storm is doing no favors for commuters tonight and tomorrow.
News 3 Now's Andrew Banstra along with photographer Lance Hyde. They are out on the road right now. Andrew, what's it look like out there?
Yeah, things aren't looking ideal right now, about what you'd expect at this point in the storm. Right now, we are headed eastbound on the Beltline on Madison's south side. Snow is continuing to accumulate at 4. We didn't see much. 5, a little more. 6, now we're really starting to see it here on the roads. Still smaller snowflakes coming at a pretty steady pace. The plows are out on the interstate. Not as much that we've seen on the side roads to this point. A fair amount of slush right now on the interstate right here on the Beltline, and visibility is not great. Because of that, pretty slow moving traffic right now. We did see one car in a ditch so far, and we've been out here for a couple hours. So to this point, to what we've seen, really, if you keep it slow, things should be safe right now. But as the snow continues, get those errands out of the way while you can. That's what we've got for you guys right now. We'll check back in with you later tonight.
All right, Andrew, thank you. It seems Thursdays have been the popular choice for Mother Nature to bring us snow, really over the last couple months.
I know, she needs to stop this. And while some might like this wintry weather, others are ready to move on to spring. Our Armand Rahman is in downtown Madison, where he got an idea of how people there are feeling about snow returning to the area. Armand?
Yeah, guys, I'm not going to lie. I heard Gary say another system coming this weekend potentially, and my heart just dropped. So I'm about as the same level of mood as the people out here. But yeah, it's another Thursday, another day of reporters outside telling you not to be outside. But of course, if you live and work downtown and have to walk everywhere, then you too don't really have a choice. And so it's that reason that residents like Sheridan say that they're just tired of all of this wintry weather weekly blasts.
Well, they're so annoying. I mean, every single Thursday we're going to get like 5 inches of snow. And my office building is right here, and I live only 4 blocks away. So it's always my coworkers coming in and telling me we're about to get 5 inches of snow. And I just want it to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, now we've been out here for the last couple of hours, and really, as Andrew was saying, the wind and snow has really picked up. The sidewalks here are already pretty slushy and slippery, and of course, it feels a lot colder, but, you know, not that you, Eric and Charlotte, would know. You're sitting pretty warm and toasty in the studio, but I guess that's what you're here for. But, yeah, if you're going to work tomorrow and expecting to walk, make sure you bring something that you don't mind getting slushy and wet, and, of course, keeps you warm. For now, in Madison, but thinking about moving, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
He came from Duluth, though.
I know. And, you know, Armand, we did our time already. So, okay, Madison Metropolitan Schools have not made a decision on whether to close schools tomorrow, but they're urging parents to plan ahead just in case. In an email to families, officials said they're considering a virtual learning day tomorrow for elementary and middle school students. They're asking parents to be sure their child brings home their Chromebook and any school materials they may need tomorrow. Any scheduled changes will be announced before 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll stay up to date on the weather on our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has hourly forecast, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather.
And with more snow out there falling, the need to cover heating and cooling costs is more important than ever. And News 3 Now is looking to help. Today, we're partnering with the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund at Energy Service Inc. for a Day of Warmth, the telethon and donation drive to raise money for those in need all across the state. We started at 4 o'clock tonight. Last year, we helped raise more than $34,000 in just a couple hours, thanks to all of your contributions. The number to call right now, 608-270-2833. You can also make a donation online, kwwf.org/donate. We also have a link to that at channel3000.com if that's easier for you to remember. You have about a half hour longer until 6:30 to donate, so call now.
In the Capitol, Democrats are calling for more opportunities for Wisconsinites. They're calling it the Economic Bill of Rights, and political reporter Will Keneally has more on just what those rights include.
We're essentially looking here at a wish list of progressive policies, from things you'd expect like wages to the environment. The gist here being, if you fix the economic issues, the rest will follow.
I think there's sometimes an assumption in Black and brown and indigenous communities that if we aren't participating, oh, we must not care.
But Milwaukee community organizer Angela Lang says it's not that. There are just too many barriers.
If we want a safe, healthy, thriving community, and if we want a strong, robust democracy, that starts with economic security and freedom.
Which is why Democrats today are rolling out an updated slate of priorities that they're calling an Economic Bill of Rights. It's failed the last few times they've introduced it in the Republican legislature. But what's different now, they have a bargaining chip, as Governor Evers negotiates the state budget with the GOP.
So the budget is a reflection of the Economic Justice Bill of Rights. They work in tandem with one another, and we thank the governor for his leadership.
Now, the governor will have to work with Republicans in the legislature to refine the state budget, and we could see compromise on things like tax relief for Wisconsinites. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
We reached out to the Republican Assembly Leader's office for comment, but they did not get back to us.
News 3 Now, the Cap Times are partnering to host a debate between the two candidates for Madison mayor, and that'll air the week before Election Day. The debate between Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway and challenger Gloria Reyes will stream live on channel3000.com and captimes.com, as well as social media platforms for News 3 Now and the Cap Times, starting at 7 p.m. That'll be Monday, March 27th. The debate will re-air on WISC-TV at 4 p.m. on Tuesday, March 28th, preempting News 3 Now live at 4.
The Children's Museum of Rock County may have found a new permanent home, but it will need some work first. The museum has set its sights on the Chase Bank building at 100 West Milwaukee Street. They plan to redevelop the property into a 20,000 to 25,000 square foot museum. The museum's board expects to complete the $8 million capital campaign this summer, with potential construction beginning in 2024.
This is a tremendous building. It's had great history back into the 1850s and 1880s in Janesville. And to give it another life in a new way, to kind of investing in the future with our children, I think is just a real good fit.
The museum is expected to draw 80,000 people to downtown Janesville annually. After the break, law enforcement rescue an unconscious driver on the interstate after suffering an overdose.
Also, a Beloit officer being hailed a hero after saving a young girl's life. The dramatic rescue caught on camera. That's next.
no fault of their own during the cold, thousands of Wisconsin residents in your community make the difficult choice between eating or heating their home. On March 9th, please join News 3 Now and support a day of warmth, benefiting the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. 90 cents of every dollar donated is used to help those in crisis. Give the gift of warmth. For more information, visit kwwf.org/donate. A Day of Warmth, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Kaiser Lincoln.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is extremely hard to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck. So that stomach overhang that you mentioned becomes a flat, tight tummy fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-800-848-9429 or go to sonobello.com.
Complete your bathroom makeover with help from Menards. Find your dream vanity with Obey Decors. The Michigan vanity adds a touch of elegance to your bathroom. Get yours today for $709.99 after 11% off. Finish your renovation with a Moen faucet that suits your style. Moen faucets give you a lifetime of beauty, reliability, and innovative features. Get this Finny Bath faucet for $129.89 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
We're learning more about an event that took place last week when a Beloit police officer saved a choking toddler. According to the police department, 2 officers were performing a routine traffic stop last Friday when they were flagged down by a woman running and yelling for help. The woman carrying a 2-year-old girl who was not breathing told officers the child had just eaten pizza and may have been choking. One officer delivered several back blows to the child, and after about a minute, the girl began crying, a sign that she was no longer choking.
If you do have children or if you take care of children, to just take that extra step and do CPR classes, because that can be the difference between life and death of whoever you need to do CPR on, because just because you call the ambulance or the police, it still takes time.
The woman told police that she was babysitting the girl when she started choking. She saw the lights of the squad cars because of the traffic stop and ran for help.
A scary scene on I-94 in Racine County, a car swerving across all lanes of traffic before eventually coming to a stop. The Racine County Sheriff's Office says the driver, a 25-year-old woman, had suffered an overdose and was unconscious. Good Samaritans approached the car to help the driver, breaking the window with a shovel, pulling her out. Minutes later, deputies arrived on scene after receiving Narcan. The woman later woke up. She was arrested on multiple charges, including OWI. Still ahead, the Day of Warmth Telethon continues on.
When we come back, we'll hear from a special guest on the impacts of the event and how your money will be used.
Plus, Gary's back to latest on what we can expect with this winter storm system over the next 24 hours. Stay with us.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
2 candidates for Supreme Court, 2 very different beliefs. Judge Janet Protasewicz, she believes women should have the freedom to make their own decisions on abortion. Extremist Dan Kelly, he supports the 1849 law that takes away women's rights and criminalizes abortion, even in cases of rape, incest, and health of the mother. So who represents you? An extremist or a common sense judge? Vote by April 4th.
If it's in stock, it's on sale during the in-stock sale at Steinhoffel's. Steinhoffel's has the largest selection of in-stock mattresses, sofas, dining, bedrooms, and so much more at 35 to 50% off. We have something for every style and every budget. And with Steinhoffel's 72-month financing, your new furniture just got more affordable. So shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffel's.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
There's nothing like volunteering, but my moderate to severe eczema can make it hard.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
For 75 years, DePaco has been more than local. It's a member-owned, not-for-profit cooperative that has grown into a vital community resource, a place where members can build a life worth loving. When you join DePaco, you own it. Your money stays here, enriching the lives of your friends and neighbors. DePaco strives to carry out the mission envisioned by the 10 meatpacking employees who founded it, to create a brighter community for all. To learn more about DePaco and how to become a member, go to depaco.com/join.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
There are only a few minutes left in the Day of Warmth telethon. Donations go on to help those in need of help covering heating and cooling costs. So let's check in on the telethon where we find Eric with a special guest. Eric?
Well, Cheryl, just a few minutes left. So folks, get those donations in. Our volunteers are standing by to take your calls. 608-270-2833. We also have a link online through channel3000.com. That'll get you to kwwf.org/donate if you'd like to make a donation that way online as well. Now, the guy that kind of makes this whole thing happen is Tim Brewer, Executive Director of the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Tim, it's great to work with you. It's great to have you back here again on this great partnership.
We've been working for over 30 years with your folks, your viewers, and as you know, many of the talents here. And but for their support, we would not be where we're at today and provide this incredible survival safety net for literally thousands of people's neighbors, families, and friends.
It really makes a difference. We've talked about our veterans, we've talked about, but just anybody. And the need is great because the cost goes up every year to heat homes, to cool homes. And now with food costs, you go to the grocery store, you see the difference in the community and how much everything costs. This is really vital to help people in our community.
Well, this has really emerged as one of the largest survival safety net for folks who are the most vulnerable, the elderly, the disabled, especially struggling veterans and young working families. It's not difficult to understand their plight because, well, high cost of inflation and energy affects all of us. It's hit particularly hardest those who are on those fixed income, unlimited incomes that have literally no place else to turn because in many cases they're paying 40 to 60% of their monthly income towards heat and power on. And without question, I think that the incredible generosity of businesses and Wisconsinites, the callers today, the great work that our volunteers are doing, we've really been able to have an impact. We're literally providing a survival safety net for people who have no place else to turn. By contributing to the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, you're literally giving a hand up and a survival safety net for those folks who really are just victims of poverty.
Yeah, Energy Service Inc. has been a great partner. Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, of course, but also our corporate sponsors, Kaiser Lincoln, Viridian Homes, and we also have a great check presentation. Noel can bring that up right now. We want to give a huge shout out. Tim, I know you want to thank the folks at Ideal Builders.
Well, I just, along with Kaiser Lincoln and Viridian Homes and the literally hundreds of contributors today, the viewers, we're really proud to have been chosen by Ideal Builders as one of their principal causes and charities. And in response to today's telethon, they wanted to be a big part of it. So they are committed to matching another $5,000 with their $5,000 contribution. This just goes to show you again how incredible the grassroots support is for this really worthwhile survival safety net. So again, thank you to Ideal Builders and our volunteers. Kaiser Lincoln, and let us not forget Veridian Homes for your incredible generosity. You make such a difference for people with no else to turn.
Tim, thank you so much. Again, just a few minutes left to get those donations in. 608-270-2833 or make the donation online. Again, just a few minutes left to help everybody in need all across Wisconsin. Charlotte?
All right, now let's check back in with Gary for a look at your complete forecast.
Well, the snow continues to come down, and I've overlaid visibilities right on top of the radar. So you can see half-mile visibility in Madison, half-mile visibility in Platteville, quarter-mile visibility and heavy snow at the Baraboo Dells Airport. So the snow has been picking up in intensity, and it'll remain this way for much of the evening. This is a radar loop over the last hour with temperatures. You can see those temperatures right around or just below freezing. Here in Madison, 31, Janesville at 30 degrees, Boscobel 32. So we're getting snow now sticking to the ground, sticking to the roads. And as we look at future track, beginning now and running out into the future, you can see for the next couple of hours, that snow is going to be pretty steady. These brighter bands of blue are the heavier bands of snow. Through 8 p.m., pretty much the same story. Temperatures right around or just below freezing. Through midnight, the snow pretty steady. As we get past midnight, the snow should lighten up a bit in intensity, maybe become a little more widely scattered with some breaks at least between some of the snow showers. That's 4 a.m. You get to 8 a.m., now we start to see the snow transitioning more into just snow flurries with little in the way of additional accumulation. Maybe areas east of Madison picking up an additional inch early tomorrow morning before it goes over to snow flurries. And then by noontime, we're looking at just some scattered snow flurries and quiet weather for the rest of tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. In fact, even tomorrow night, we'll see some breaks in the clouds, allowing temperatures to drop into the lower 20s by early on Saturday morning. But the clouds will come back in on Saturday, and guess what? Another weather system starts to approach from the west. So this is Saturday afternoon, temperatures mid-30s, but the snow crossing the Mississippi River, and then it starts snowing pretty steadily again Saturday evening into much of Saturday night. This probably not as intense in the way of snowfall, at least across southern Wisconsin, but it will be steady through much of Saturday night. And then as we get into Sunday morning, again, maybe start to see a few more breaks in there, but snow showers and flurries will continue through the day on Sunday with temperatures probably topping out in the middle 30s. Snowfall amounts from the Sunday system probably in the 1 to 2 inch range. Again, maybe a little bit more farther to the north, so we'll keep an eye on that. But again, another round of accumulating snow as we head latter part of the weekend. Winter storm warnings in effect west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. Snow amounts could be a little bit heavier there. Otherwise, we've got winter weather advisories for the rest of southern Wisconsin. That until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Look for occasional snow overnight. Could be heavy at times, especially this evening. It'll be breezy with a low temperature of 30 degrees. And then as we head into tomorrow, the snow will taper to flurries in the morning. High temperature reaching 34. By afternoon, probably not looking at much in the way of additional snow accumulations. But total from this system, generally about 6 to 7 inches from Madison and Dane County southward, closer to 8, 9, maybe 10 inches along the Lake Michigan shoreline. To the north, probably 4 to 5 inches north of Dane County. The 3-inch amounts will be more likely up into central Wisconsin. As we check out the first warned 7 to 10 day forecast, again, the next weather system bringing some snow Saturday afternoon into Saturday night and Sunday. Temperatures will be cold for the first part of next week, but as we warm up midweek, the next weather system brings a chance of rain showers from Wednesday afternoon into Thursday. For St. Patrick's Day, high temperatures right around 40, maybe a couple of flurries in the morning. Temperatures close to normal for next weekend.
The puck has officially dropped in New York as the Badger women's hockey team competes in the first round of the NCAA tournament. We have more coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Sexual assault of an 11-year-old. No prison time. He raped a military veteran, left her for dead. Just 2.5 years. Raped a mentally disabled 14-year-old. Probation. How the heck did this happen? Janet Protasewicz.
If you could go back in time, would you have ruled any differently? I would say no.
Really? No time in prison?
I would say no.
Protasewicz set violent criminals free. Again and again. Tell Judge Protasewicz, stop protecting criminals.
What? What's that? Corned beef? Ooh, melty stuff. Sauerkraut?
plus Thousand Island? On special bread? Oh, got it. That's Arby's Reuben. Arby's, we have the meats.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night. Your home is the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 78 years. And during our 78th anniversary event, carpet installation is just $78. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful, made affordable. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
It's Stop the Madness month. If your energy bills are too high, stop the madness. If your comfort is out of balance and you go straight from heat to AC, stop the madness. If you've had it with outside noise, stop the madness. Get insulated now and save up to $2,000 with the energy tax credit plus our madness discount. But the clock runs out at the end of the month, so call today.
USA Insulation.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
A round of wet, heavy snow gives us one more alert day. Tomorrow I'll have your first look at overnight snow totals where you live.
And we'll show you how those local roads are shaping up for your morning commute.
Join us on the live drive tomorrow from 4:30 to 7.
This time of the year, you know, that's why they call it March Madness. I mean, we talk about basketball, but look around at different hockey games and things that have happened over the history of women's and men's hockey at this time of the year, and funny things happen.
And the road to the Frozen Four has officially begun for Wisconsin women's hockey. The Badgers are on the road facing Long Island University right now in the regional semifinal, a team that's making its first ever NCAA appearance. Well, this one is all Wisconsin. The Badgers lead it 6-1 after 2 periods. They're out shooting the Sharks 38-4 right now. We'll have highlights from this one coming up at 10. After being bounced by the Buckeyes in their Big Ten tournament opener, all the Badgers have left to do is wait and see if their name is called on Selection Sunday. Before last night's loss, Wisconsin was on the first 4 outline in the latest bracketology. So what does that mean? It's hard to say, but Greg Gard is hopeful this team still has basketball to be played this season.
I'm not a bracketologist, so, I mean, you can look around and find differing opinions. If we are, we'll get ready to go and do that, and if we're not, we've had a lot of opportunities to put ourselves in position. So we wanted to come in here and try to win this thing. That was the goal that we talked about, and then you end up wherever you are after that. So I said this group, hopefully we have more basketball to play.
Former Wisconsin offensive coordinator Bobby Ingram is heading back east. He will be the wide receivers coach with the Commanders. The team announced the hire this afternoon. This marks Ingram's 10th season in the pros. Before coming to UW, he served as the Ravens tight ends coach and also wide receivers coach.
His son was pretty good running back at Verona this year. We enjoyed having him on. Thanks, Coach. Let's go to Gary. Final check.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be running in the snow, though. It's pretty steady out there, and you can see those numbers are visibilities. The lower the visibility, the heavier the snow, and right now Madison reporting half-mile visibility in moderate snow. Baraboo Dells Airport, quarter-mile visibility in heavy snow and a half-mile visibility in Platteville. So the snow coming down at a pretty good clip. It will continue right through the evening and then start to lighten up a little bit after midnight.
All right, Gary, thanks. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.